Shalom, Kal Halal, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem HaKodash, double honors to the apostles and other bishops of Great Millstone, even the elders that came before them to tell us his truth. Shalom and salutations to all the brothers all pushing the word of truth in a sincere and hopeful light to every Uncle David. And the brother slash elder Yashawan. Shalom and salutations to you all. This is the World War III Daily Update. And read Joel 3 and 10, Salakia 9. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty men, let all the men of war draw near, let them come up. Now I want to read covered fields. Salakia, bear with me. Fields, F-I-E-L. I'm going to slip a word in here so you can understand what I'm getting at. Micah 2 and 2, and they covet what? Oil fields, and take them by violence. And okay, let me read it from the top. Micah 2 and 2, and they covet fields, and take them by violence, and houses, and take them away. So they oppress a man and his house, even a man and his heritage. Now I inserted oil, and they covet oil fields and take them by violence. Let's see if that's the case here. Trump's manufactured Venezuela conflict looks familiar. What do you mean, manufactured Venezuela? Well, there's some oil over there that we have to install a puppet government so that we can have control of that oil as we go to World War III. Anyway, I'm going to let this play for a while. It's just a shit show. You got World War III jumping off, which this is part of, right? And this is no different than Ukraine going into Russia. This is America going into Venezuela for absolutely no reason. Manufacturing a reason. Regime change. Crazy.
Haley says, is this year's Nobel Peace Prize winner still praising Trump?
And this is Sam Cedar, the majority for
bombing of her fellow citizens. That is going to be where we start the show today. On Truth Social yesterday, Trump basically boasted again, posting that he had extrajudicially murdered more people off of the coast of Venezuela. This is the 5th boat that he has bombed. The death toll is now 27 in total. Also, there were U.S. Air Force B-52 bombers were tracked in international airspace yesterday off the coast of Venezuela. I mean, major escalation. Major escalation.
Why?
an attempt to get Maduro to respond, because he's not doing so far. That's why they keep ramping up their actions.
I mean, this is already a war.
Yeah.
Blow them both out of the water.
It's criminal. And the New York Times reported yesterday that the Trump administration had secretly authorized the CIA to conduct covert actions in Venezuela. And that felt like a deliberate leak when I read it, to the Times. Okay, it's not covert if they're leaking it, but it didn't even need to be a leak, because Trump just admits, we're doing something secret in front of a microphone at the White House yesterday.
So okay. Make you watch the whole damn thing. What's up with these commercials doing that? Salakia. Bear with me. Another one. Come on. This is bad. Come on, man. Skip that.
Authorized the CIA to go into Venezuela. And is there more information you can share about these strikes on the alleged?
Well, I can't do that, but I authorized for two reasons, really. Number one, they have emptied their prisons into the United States of America. They came in through the, they came in through the border. They came in because we had an open border policy. And as soon as I heard that, I said, a lot of these countries, they're not the only country, but they're the worst abuser.
Does the CIA have authority to take out Maduro?
Oh, I don't want to answer a question like that. That's a ridiculous question for me to be given. Not really a ridiculous question, but wouldn't it be a ridiculous question for me to answer? But I think Venezuela is feeling heat, but I think a lot of other countries are feeling heat too. We're not going to let this country, our country, be ruined because other people want to drop, as you say, their worst. They have given us their worst.
As you say, right? No, that's as you say, buddy. Venezuelan immigrants in this country are coming here because of United States policy that Trump and the Secretary of State Marco Rubio, who's a major player in this, have championed for decades.
Regime change. They tried it under Trump's first term.
And now they're escalating those tactics. He's using drug trafficking here, obviously, without any finesse.
Fentanyl does not come from Venezuela. That's
Right.
a lie.
No, it's a lie. And he's using it as a pretext to regime change. And he's not doing it in a very artful way. And we should be clear, too. Marco Rubio, this is as foundational to his career as anything, the Secretary of State. Since he joined the Senate, I think like around 14 years ago, he has been arguably the leading champion of sanctions against Venezuela.
We'll stop it right there. We can clearly see what is going on. And this is just more of the same. So let's go back to where we started, which is Joel. Okay, we clearly see, proclaim ye, this is Joel 3 and 9, proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war. What is Trump doing? He's forcing the hand of Venezuela. Venezuela don't want to fight, but they're going to have to if they're flying B-52s over. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty men, let all the men of war draw near, let them come up. They're getting in position right now. Okay? For what? All of this will culminate in World War III. What the hell? REV 11 KJV 14. Revelation 11:14. The second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. If you don't know, I mean, people are ignoring World War III right now because they don't want to internalize it, you know. What is World War III? It's the end of the world as we know it. It's doomsday. Right at the very least. That and a UFO is on its way. Come on. That ain't the end. 1 Peter 4 and 7. Gotta read this after every, what's it, 1 Peter? After every lesson. 1 Peter 4 and 7, but the end of all things is at hand. Be ye therefore sober and watch unto prayer. With that, we hope that the elect were edified, brothers and sisters. Shalom.